All right, so here we go. So you just take notebook paper, computer paper, just any 8x11 paper that you have. Doesn't matter if it has lines on it or not, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these, all right, and you're going to label it mainland, okay? Just a whole 8x11 sheet of notebook paper or computer paper, whatever you have, okay? So you're going to do that, and then you're going to take another piece of it. You're going to fold it, do like what we call a hamburger fold, and then fold down again, okay? And then you are going to cut or tear, doesn't matter, however you do. I'm just turn these for time, and you'll get a side like this. So you just want to, because you're making smaller islands, okay? So you got 2 small islands, right? So then you're going to want to, on those 2 islands, you're going to want to label one. I know this is going to be backwards. Island A, okay? And then, and I'll give you the information of what you're supposed to put up, but underneath Island A, you're going to want to put 1 inch north of mainland, okay? Because this will tell you where you're supposed to put it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just guesstimate. And then the second one, you're going to put Island C, because these are your small islands, and this is going to be 6 inches from the mainland to the south. Okay, so you got one above, we got one below. All right, now, then the next thing you're going to do is, you can use the sheet that you have left over, but you're also going to need another paper as well to get the other sheet. So you just fold it in half, basically, and tearing it, because these are the bigger islands from the mainland. Okay. Bigger islands from the mainland, and on one of those you are going to put Island B, all right, and then you're going to put it 1 inch east of the mainland, okay, and then you're going to label another one Island D. You're going to put that 6 inches away to the west of the mainland, okay. All right, so I'll show you what your setup looks like in just a minute. You will need to find some beans. Beans work really good because they bounce good. If you don't have beans, you can use coins like pennies. You can use rocks as long as they're about the same size. You could also use beads, just anything you can find around the house. But dried beans work really good. Macaroni would work pretty decently too. Not the best, but it would give you an idea, okay? So think about those things. Dried beans are going to work the best if you have those, okay? If you don't, anything else will work fine. So here's what you're going to do, okay? You're going to take those beans. You want to use about the same amount each time. Maybe see how much you can fit in your hand and then count those out. Maybe 50 of them will fit in there. If it's beans, it might be different depending on if you're using different things as your organisms or species that are moving out from the mainland. So when you're using those, make sure you write down what you're using as your organisms that are spreading out from the mainland, and then also write down how many that you're using, because you're going to use that same number every time, okay? So what you're going to do is, if you have a ruler at home, you can hold it about 12 inches above the mainland, which is right here, you can hold your hand up and just drop it onto the mainland, all of the little organisms into the center of it, and then see what happens as they bounce out to the respective islands that are around the mainland. If you don't have a ruler, just kind of guesstimate 12 inches. It's okay. Just make sure you hold your hand about that same spot every time. All right.